It's late 2008, date and time unknown. A vehicle pulls up in the leafy Melbourne suburb of Park Orchards, probably late at night. A body, wrapped in black plastic, is unloaded. It's dumped in a vacant block by a person or persons unknown. Flash forward several weeks.
No worries.
Retired police officer Hans Brocker and his wife Lynn are walking their dog.
We could smell it for a couple of weeks, but we didn't really know where the smell was coming from. And one day the wind was blowing in the right direction and Hans went and had a look.
I've come to meet the Brockers to learn about their gruesome discovery.
I thought it might have been an abandoned dog or somebody had buried a dog. So I came back up the road and I must have said to Lynn, well, we'll get the council to pick it up. And she said, no, I'll go and have a look. She says it could be a body.
I took a stick and unwrapped part of the wrappings that it was in, and I could see the top of what was a leg. I didn't know that that was what it was at the time. I thought it could have still been an animal. But unfortunately, when I got to the toes, I realised it was a person. And I must admit, I got very upset and a bit hysterical.
The Brockers' peaceful neighbourhood is suddenly a crime scene.
Homicide detectives are still trying to identify a man whose remains were found off a dirt track in Park Orchards. He's thought to be an Asian man with shoulder-length dark hair.
The body is brought to Melbourne's Institute of Forensic Medicine, the morgue. He's designated 2909.
I'm here investigating case 2909, the unknown male. He's been here for over 4.5 years. As far as police are concerned, they know nothing about him. So I'm going to do my best to learn everything I can forensically to make sure he doesn't remain 2909 forever.
An autopsy was carried out by forensic pathologist Dr Heinrich Bauer. He also scanned the skull for signs of injury.
Here we have an image of our mystery man.
Wow. Oh, he's quite fragmented, isn't he?
Yes, this is a CT image of his skull, and you can see there's fractures across the frontal bones and some fractures across the maxilla as well.
This horrendous attack is one of the worst I have ever seen. The scan shows at least 5 injuries. 2 blows cracked the top of his skull like an eggshell. 1 blow shattered his right eye socket. Another cracked the top of his mouth. A 5th blow split the bone in his lower jaw.
Has the time death interval been established?
Yes. He was dead for between 2 weeks and 4 to 5 weeks.
We know 2909 was violently murdered, and that his body was in an advanced state of decomposition when it was found. So what else have we got to go on?
The examination of the scene indicates to us that the body has been moved from somewhere else. There's no house on the vacant block, so the body has to be actually physically placed onto the block.
Senior Sergeant David Snare has been examining 4 pieces of crucial evidence found with the body.
There are 2 earrings. One is a diamond stud, which was in his left ear, and also a hooped diamond earring, also from the left ear.
Are they unusual in any way? Are they going to help solve this?
We can't find any manufacturer of those particular earrings.
Clue number 2, a pair of red shorts.
Board-style shorts. They've got a particular yellow motif on the front.
But they can't be traced to any store in Australia. Clue number 3, a pair of glasses that also can't be linked to any local manufacturer.
As you can see, they're damaged there.
So you don't know when these would have been damaged?
It could have been during the assault, or it could have been damaged afterwards when he's been dumped.
Then there's clue number 4.
Well, one of the things that we've been centring on is the tattoo that the deceased had. It's a very distinctive tattoo of a tiger and an eagle. It covers most of his back, and we're hoping that someone will be able to identify the tattoo. I believe once we identify the tattoo, the source of the tattoo, that then we would start the investigation.
So we've got a large and distinctive tattoo, earrings, glasses and shorts that are also distinctive but can't be traced. There's one other way we can identify the man whose face was extensively disfigured when he was murdered. Police turned to facial reconstruction expert Ron Taylor to try to establish what 2909 looked like. When this case was presented to you, was it particularly difficult?
Ideally you would like it intact, but we're using dental wax, so it's quite easy to model and place everything back into its correct anatomical position.
As Ron Taylor puts flesh on the bones, he makes another significant discovery.
What struck me straight away was his two front teeth. There was a space, they were prominent, one tooth hung down 2 or 3 millimetres more than the other two, so it would have been very obvious. Even when he was relaxed, you still would have seen tooth. Once we've completed the face shape, we then take a digital photograph, and that's relayed to police forensic artists to humanise. I feel quite confident that we should get an idea, and we only need one person for something to trigger in their mind and make the phone call.
So this is what 2909 may have looked like. We don't know his exact age. What we do know for certain, he was brutally murdered.
There's a possibility that he may not have been in Australia for an extended period of time, may not have been an Australian citizen at all. Until we can identify who this person is, we'll have difficulty in finding out why he may have been murdered.
Until someone comes forward to identify 2909, his resting place is here, a fridge in a morgue.
He doesn't deserve to be where he has been for the last 4 years. He deserves to be put at rest properly.
So it's important that we solve this.
It really is important, yes, I think so.